Hello and welcome back to 5 weeks of cutting with Kristy. I don't actually think that's what I named it. I think I named it Cutting Diaries. Who knows? Anyway, week 1 into the cut, I have lost over 1 kilo this week. Week 1, over 1 kilo lost. And I'm super happy with it. I'm feeling leaner already. I've gone from feeling quite bloated in my build phase to feeling toned and snatched again this week, looking leaner in the mirror, which is very exciting. And it's very exciting that in only a week we can see that progress. And like for me, going back into a cut phase is quite easy. I know it's probably harder for a lot of you lot, but it's quite easy for me just because I'm doing the exact same things. I'm still training, getting my steps in, fueling my body with nutritious foods. I'm just eating less. That's the only thing that I've had to change over the last week to drop 1.4 kilos. So I'm going to show you my progress. So here at the start of last week, I weighed in at 74.8 kilos and ending the week on 73.4 kilos. Oh my God, testing my memory there. So I've lost 1.4 kilos in week 1. Now, some of that will be water weight. It's not all going to be body fat, but we know that it's not muscle loss because I'm still strength training, still on an okay amount of calories. We've not slashed them super low, and I'm still eating my protein, which these 3 things are really important if you are wanting to look toned, because if you're just going into the gym doing your cardio and on a really low calorie deficit, that weight on the scales might be dropping from things that are not just body fat. It could be muscle loss as well. And if we lose muscle, we're not going to have that definition behind the body fat when we lose it. So yeah, 1.4 kilo loss, very happy with that. I am buzzing for week 1 and it's just setting me up for a really nice week 2 now to continue seeing more drops, because I am getting in and out of this fat loss phase as quick as possible. We have 4 weeks left. It is a shortcut phase, so we need to make the most of it. So like I said, it's quite easy for me to see that progress because I'm literally just eating less. But girl, it is difficult still for me. It's still a challenge and I've still got to stick to it, which is the hard part when it comes to cutting. And whilst I'm not sacrificing foods I love, whilst I'm not cutting carbs, whilst I'm not doing excessive cardio that I hate and pissing around with all the metrics, I'm literally keeping it simple to what I am doing normally. It is still hard. And it's also why I have my own online coach to keep me on the straight and narrow, more for accountability. And I don't have time to fucking do my own workouts, to be honest with you, and sort my own goals out because I'm too busy sorting all yours out, which I absolutely love. But yeah, I don't have to worry about myself, which is nice. So if you are struggling with fat loss at the minute, but you don't have those realistic, manageable habits built, the foundations, you've not got that in place and you're stuck on quick fixes and, you know, cardio is better for weight loss and you're struggling to keep on track and you have to keep starting over, then it is literally just a case of building the foundations, building the habits first. And as you go through that, as you work on your mindset and everything around dieting and exercise and fat loss, then you'll find it much easier, much more manageable. And the next time you go into a cut phase, like it will be so much easier. So the important part, because I bet you're all wondering what I have done this week to see a 1.4 kilo drop in the scales. So all I have done is my 4 gym sessions a week, which is a usual thing. Focus on strength, focus on getting stronger, progressive overload and killing myself off in the gym, because if we're not training hard, we're not making the most of our progress. And then I've done 10k steps a day, which I didn't actually hit every single day, but we keep moving forward. This week, I'm going to really push myself to hit it. I probably hit around 8-9k a day. So yeah, room for improvement, but we're still focusing on the same things. And I stuck to my 800 calories. Plus we went out for breakfast, which I made sure to plan in because weekends off track are going to ruin that deficit, unfortunately, as bad as it sounds. But you can still enjoy your weekends and enjoy plans, go out for breakfast, go out for meals, but it's just a case of forward planning. And that's what I do with all my girls as well. We make sure we're forward planning and, you know, factoring in any events. This week, I'm literally just going to be focusing on the exact same things, but I might get a drop on the calories. I'm kind of expecting it this week from my coach because obviously we've only got 4 more weeks. So checking days today. So we'll see what she says. But obviously, like I said, we want to make the most of this cut phase and get in and get out because fat loss phases should not be forever, girl. You shouldn't be on a diet forever. You want to see progress, learn how to keep it, and then go from there. But everything else literally remains the same. The 4 sessions, the 10K steps, fueling, protein, same habits. I just might have to eat a tiny little bit less. So rinse and repeat, and hopefully we get a few more drops this week. I actually have plans all weekend this weekend. So that is taking a bit of forward planning. Now, because this is Claire's hen do that's coming up this weekend, I'm not going to be at home. I'm not going to have access to my usual foods. We're going to be eating out. We're going to be having a few drinks. And because I really want to just enjoy myself and I don't want to be sat on my MyFitnessPal whilst I'm out in town enjoying my best friend's hen do, I'm planning ahead through the week. So what we're doing is Monday to Friday, I'm getting my 4 sessions in. I'm making that a non-negotiable. And I do know that my coach would give me some tough love if I didn't do at least that. So that's happening. 10K steps a day will still be happening. We're making the most of them this week. I'm going to stick to my calories Monday to Friday. So they're going to be planned to the T. What I am also doing to account for some drinks over the weekend is I'm tracking in a drink a day. So that accounts for 5 drinks Monday to Friday, tracked in but not drank. Obviously I'm going to drink them on the Saturday because what I don't want to do is track loads of drinks in on Saturday and have no room for food. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Saturday untracked. So I'm going to go enjoy the hen do, enjoy food, enjoy a few drinks and have a really good time. It's not going to break the bank calorie-wise, and sometimes life is more important. Do you know what I mean? And then the Sunday, I'm going to get back to tracking and do my best with sticking to everything to the T on that day too. So we're forward planned. We're taking a day off to enjoy ourselves, which is absolutely okay to do. We're not going to overindulge. We're just going to be mindful and enjoy and stay hydrated whilst we're out and do lots of dancing because, yeah, keep the movement up, okay? And that means I can go enjoy myself like the fit, sassy queen that I am in my jumpsuit now that I'm no longer feeling as full around my stomach area. But yeah, exciting. That was a long, random update. But yeah, the main things to take away are habits over everything. Make fat loss easier. It means they're in place whether I am in different phases. It makes fat loss phases, when you do go back into them, a little bit easier. And you get 1.4 kilo drops in week 1. I also do have more muscle mass as well because I've been through muscle building phases, and the more muscle you have, the more you naturally burn at rest. So that will literally mean I can diet on higher calories, just for your information, if you've not done that already. And then the second thing to note is you don't have to do cardio, you don't have to restrict carbs, you don't have to cut things out. You can still see insane progress going for breakfast like I did last week. And the third thing is you don't want to just keep pissing about with your training and adding extra cardio here, there and everywhere thinking you have to train every day, because you can see progress on consistency, the same each week. 3 to 4 sessions is absolutely perfect. That's it. Yeah. Anyway, that's update number 2. So I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, like, subscribe, follow for next week's update. And hopefully after my weekend having fun, hopefully the scales are not up, but they probably will be a little bit. But we'll discuss that next week. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one and chat to you soon.